Hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to our daily Dharma. It's a snowy day here where I live, so I thought I'd stream from home today. This week, I want to explore a very wonderful mind state that I think sometimes either kind of gets overlooked or maybe doesn't get enough airtime in terms of our practice, like intentionally cultivating it. And that is the mind state of gratitude. And after this, we're going to then explore its first cousin, generosity. So this gratitude it's a very important and strong and wholesome mind state. It doesn't make any of the lists. It's not on the 10 paramis where generosity is. But it could be, right? Some of these lists can be somewhat arbitrary, like, the 10 paramis in the Theravada, there's 10 of them, and Mahayana, there's 6. Or if you look at the precepts in different lineages, there may be, 5 or 7 or whatever. So just that it's not on a list doesn't necessarily mean it's less than. Certainly, gratitude could be easily one of the paramis. As I said, it's kind of like a first cousin to generosity. And, gratitude is important for many reasons, and we'll explore those as the week goes by. But just to start with today, it keeps us humble. It keeps the self from feeling too important. Or it supports that happening. Gratitude just by itself doesn't keep that happening, but it's a condition that's supportive for the self not to get too pleased with itself or feel too important. Because with gratitude, what we're doing is saying thank you, basically, right? Oh, look at this. I'm receiving this. Thank you. And there's a humbleness, I guess that's the right word, with that thank you, isn't there? So every time we're leaning into gratitude, we're leaning into humbleness, which is in itself, that is also a great thing to cultivate. So again, more on this as the week goes by. Let's go ahead and turn towards the formal practice now and see where we might tune into gratitude as we're meditating. Okay, so settling into the posture you're going to take, whatever that is. Letting the eyes come to close if that's how you meditate. And we might begin just right here as we take the seat or lie down or stand, whatever the posture, as we take the posture with this body, with this functioning body, that we can lean into gratitude for having this body and for having it function as well as it does. Maybe, it's functioning quite well. Maybe your health is generally pretty good. There's no big issues arising in the body. Great, fantastic. May that continue. And thank you. Such a, fortunate condition to be in. Does that feel like to acknowledge the health of the body and have gratitude for it? Something we might take for granted. Or if the body has some ailments to it, some aches and pains, some chronic pain, some particular dis-ease happening, with gratitude practice, we can, be grateful that it's as good as it is, this challenge that we're having physically, whether it's temporary or more of a kind of an ongoing thing, certainly could be a lot worse, couldn't it? And so even when the body is challenged, we can still practice gratitude. That this body functions enough to support consciousness and, carry us through this life so that we can continue to practice the Dharma. Huge gratitude for that, for this vehicle. So even just as we start to turn our attention to the body, lots of opportunities for gratitude. Bringing the attention to the body and consciously inviting the body to soften and relax. Be a sense of settling. Also perhaps widening, opening. Bringing the attention to the contact points between the body and the earth below. It doesn't matter what posture you're in, some part of the body will be touching the earth, and bring your attention there. Noticing what sensations you feel, feeling the heaviness perhaps of the body, density, hardness, softness. This is the earth element. And of course, the earth element below. So this contact point or points, earth element touching earth element. That can be known directly, experientially, somatically. This is a nice place to bring the attention as we feel the support from the earth below, which really invites letting go. We can let go into that support. And even another opportunity for gratitude, grateful for this earth below us, this earth, this planet that we're so fortunate to find ourselves inhabiting. Appreciating and having gratitude for the solidity below us. It's like we can count on it to be there. Feeling the body at this contact point with the earth. Also feeling the body at other contact points where it's in contact with another part of the body. Bringing your attention to these contact points and noticing, what do you feel? And if it's not much or nothing at all, that's okay. And that's what you're noticing. That's not necessarily problematic. And if you'd like to open the attention now wider, filling the whole body, feeling the whole body all at once, really widening the lens. Awareness encompassing the whole body. Perhaps experiencing the body as a field of sensations. Rather than a distinct form. This field whose edges not be so clear, fuzzy perhaps. As we apprehend the body in this way, the question, where does the body begin and end? In this kind of perception, it's not so well defined. A fluxing, morphing field of tiny pinpoint sensations. And then within this field, we can start to become aware of a rhythm of sensations, not outside the field, but as part of it. And this rhythm, of course, is correlating to the in and out breathing that the body is doing. And this is perhaps one of the greatest places to connect with gratitude. Each in-breath that we have this atmosphere that sustains the body, this mixture of gases that's just right. It's freely offered, it's just right there all around us. Plenty of it, at least in the moment. Much as we want to drink in, we can, there's no limit on it. So gratefulness that this atmosphere, this blend of gases is here. The body asks for, the need for oxygen is felt. Body spontaneously draws in the atmosphere and is sustained by it. Gratitude for the atmosphere itself, gratitude for the body being able to breathe in. To whatever degree this breath is unimpeded, nothing blocking it. Grateful for that, not having to fight for it. Again, or if there is some impediment to the breath coming in, we might be stopped up or something, have a cold. This is reflection of, it could be a lot worse. And really feeling into, it would only take a few seconds of not having this air be available to us. And there would be a lot of agitation in the body and the mind that would start to happen. Painful, scary, agitated, freaking out. That doesn't happen. When the body wants to breathe in, the air is there for it. So this possibility for gratitude with every in-breath. And at the end of a sitting, we can bring this sense of thank you, and we sit with a group, or even if we're sitting alone, thank you to all the other practitioners out there, because we know how other people's practice supports and buoys our own. So gratitude for other people's practice. Of course, the opportunities to practice gratitude are endless. All it really needs is just some intentionality to connect with that and lean into that. So, hopefully you can cultivate that intention, bring it up, and just see throughout the day where you might just notice what to be generous about, which again will be every moment, every in-breath is an opportunity. But other things might be a person or situation, or it's a cold morning here, and have a wood stove, and it was quite warm and nice to be by it. So grateful for that. Grateful just to not be cold. Those of us who are living in the northern climates, it's much better being inside than it is outside. On a certain level. So grateful for even just being warm, etc. Right? There's a million of them. So we'll continue with this as the week goes by. So I wish you moments of gratitude today, and I wish you well in general and always. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Okay.